sits out here for hours, but he won't clean up anything unless I ask him to specifically. It's just ridiculous.
My mom is absolutely an enabler of my brother.
My brother's very clingy. He's like a barnacle on a ship.
Been absolutely 100% living scot-free with my mother. My mother pays for his cigarettes, food, for his insurance, his child support payment.
One time, in order for Ben to walk his sister down the aisle at her wedding being held in Mexico, I had to pay $4,300 in back child support so he could be cleared to go to his sister's wedding.
One time my brother was in a very toxic relationship and my mother literally offered to pay him to come live with her.
And now he's showing up from, that's his driver, who he pays $20 a week for his rides.
After my brother's second DUI, my mother even paid for his ankle bracelet. My brother does not contribute to household chores in any way.
I said, clean your room, and there it is. This is his closet.
I require my 2-year-old and my 5-year-old to complete more chores than my brother.
My mother has purchased about 6 or 7 cars for my brother over the years. Ben has literally wrecked every car that he's ever been given, except for one where he took huge rocks and threw them at the car until it was completely unusable. All because he was mad at his girlfriend. My mom tells him she's not gonna buy him another car, and then my mom will do it again.
I was thinking of buying him a truck.
My brother borrows so much money from my mother, and he's always promising to give it back to her. It never happens. One time, Ben and a friend stole about $26,000 from my mother.
She doesn't want to believe it, and I get why, but it's almost like we're not living in the same reality.
My mother is doing my brother an absolute disservice.
My mom needs to cut the cord, and she needs to cut it now.
We got a problem, right? I mean, that's.
Correct.
I'll start with you since you're here. What's going on?
They have an extremely dysfunctional relationship. She continues to give endlessly and gets little to nothing in return.
We're not talking about a young man here.
No.
He's 32, going on 33.
Right,
And he has children of his own, right?
He does.
He doesn't have custody of these children.
No, sir. Honestly, I think it's because he understands that he can't take care of himself, so how could he take care of them?
Doug, you said, I've had enough. You couldn't take it anymore. You just moved out. Tell me why. What was the straw that broke the camel's back?
Well, there's a lot of friction in the household. Stacy and Ben argue a lot about chores that he's supposed to be doing, about money issues, about alcohol, and there's just a lot of tension, a lot of friction. And it's just, for me, I'm not used to that kind of environment, and so I decided to leave.
Sarah, have you confronted him about this?
I confronted my brother when my 3-year-old at the time picked up a cup of vodka that my brother had left within his reach and drank some and spit it out and started crying.
And you made an interesting statement that really stuck out to me. You said that you require your 2-year-old to do more than your mom requires this 32-year-old brother to do.
Yes, sir. We're a military household, and my boys do chores, doesn't matter their age.
Do you have a story or a question for me? Click the link in the description and tell me what in the world is going on.